Come on, girls. Come on.
Richard Lister owns 50,000 pigs, and he's struggling to sell them. His customers, the UK's main meat processors, are mired in delays with new customs checks for getting produce to Europe.
It's a threat to the whole industry. You know, if we can't function profitably, then, you know, we don't have a business. You know, we understand that for periods of time that, you know, things aren't profitable, but we really need to, you know, address the barriers to this.
From here, Brexit doesn't yet look like what Boris Johnson promised when the UK-EU free trade deal was agreed at the end of December.
A deal which will, if anything, allow our companies and our exporters to do even more business with our European friends.
Since early January, containers of produce from the UK have ended up decaying near Dover or rotting in Rotterdam. Other trucks are making the journey empty. The existing paper-based customs clearance system of export declarations and certificates isn't working for food that has to reach its destination fast and fresh. So in trying to unpick the pain that Brexit is currently causing, it is important to make some distinctions. A few of the issues are just to do with implementation, that the streamlined border bureaucracy just hasn't been put in place yet, and presumably these issues will dissipate over time. But others are hard-baked into the policy changes of Brexit itself, and no amount of tech wizardry can make those disappear. At the moment, it's difficult to unpick which is which, or whether it's a combination of both. And while it struggles to figure this out, the industry worries about whether it can stay competitive.
We're getting some feedback that yes, if there's too many problems, they'll source it from somewhere else. You know, so you'll lose customers. And this is trade that, you know, our businesses have built up over the last 40 years, supplying sort of continental retailers.
The government says we've always been clear that there would be new processes for traders, and we continue to support them in their transition to these new arrangements. We are working closely with British meat processors to ensure they can take advantage of the opportunities and changes being outside the single market and customs union will bring, and overall businesses are adjusting well to the new rules and continue to trade effectively. I asked farmer Richard Lister if he agreed with this.
I think when you're at the hard end of that supply chain, it's quite different. You know, we are at the bottom of the supply chain and everything gets pushed back onto us. So as pig producers, you know, I wouldn't agree with that from the government. You know, more must be done, and it's got to be done sooner.
And the industry says a digitised customs system is an essential place to start. Rory, Challands, Al Jazeera, Yorkshire.